Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Hartstein, the Director of Corporate Development here at Bayntree Wealth Advisors, and I also head up the 401k team here at Bayntree that's dedicated to working with you as the participant in the 401k plan. One of the topics that we're going to tackle today is what happens to an old 401k, or what happened to my 401k account with a prior employer. I would say one of the most common questions that we're asked by participants and employees throughout all of the education and enrollmentings we do is, what happened to my old 401k account? So it could have been many, many years in the past where you had a 401k account. It could have been with the employer you were just with. But what happens to my old 401k? So we're going to look at that today in depth and go over some things that I think are important for helping you identify where your 401k is. Now, of course, you can always call our office and ask us for help. We do this quite a bit, and we can certainly help you track down or at least point you in the right direction of where you might be able to locate that old 401k. Why do you want to locate that old 401k? Well, number one, it's your money. And two, it's important for you to get your hands around all of those old accounts so that you can find out what is the best way for you to consolidate those accounts, whether it's in your new employer's 401k or in an IRA rollover account. There's a variety of different options that you have from a rollover standpoint. However, the most important thing is to identify those accounts and then bring them into an environment where you can manage them properly and they fit within your overall financial plan. So obviously the first thing you can do is contact your old employer. I would say start with their HR department, whoever heads up human resources, and tell them that you're a former employee and you're looking to roll over your existing 401k account in that plan. They should be able to provide you with all of the information that you need to identify the account and then execute a rollover at that point. However, many people are either reluctant to contact their old employer or they don't know who to go to in terms of the HR personnel that might be able to help them. So if that's you or that's your case, I would say refer to your last statement or find the oldest statement available on your 401k. 401k plans are required to issue hard paper statements at least on a quarterly basis. So try to find that old quarterly statement, look at it, and from there, you should be able to determine who is what is called the plan administrator, or what is the investment platform. Could be a John Hancock, could be Fidelity, one of the big financial groups that actually hosts the accounts on their system. If you have a statement and you can't identify either what we call the plan administrator or the investment platform, please feel free to send it to our office, email, or fax, and we can help you identify that. But once you have that statement and you identify the plan administrator or the investment platform, because many times the investment platform is also the plan administrator, then you should have contact information available so that you can talk to them, or we can help you talk to them, and then you can find out what your options are to move that 401k account away from that old employer. Sometimes, however, 401k accounts have been sitting dormant for quite some time, and many people aren't sure even what happened to that company or where to start if they don't have a statement or they can't contact their old employer. So we say sometimes the best thing to do is do a search for unclaimed retirement benefits, and there's a national registry that is put out called the National Registry of Unclaimed Retirement Benefits. And you can simply plug in your social security number or other identifying information, and it will help you bring up accounts that you might have that have been unclaimed. In some cases, we have seen participants where their accounts do end up on the National Registry of Unclaimed Retirement Benefits, and then it's simply a matter of going through the process and then bringing them over to their IRA rollover account or to their new 401k with their new employer. So that's where sometimes we find the assets for those employees. And you can also look on the Department of Labor's website. There are tax forms that each pension plan must file called 5500s, 5500 or Form 5500. And you're able to look up on the Department of Labor website those forms by company name or plan name. So you'd simply plug in your employer's old name or their plan name, and it should locate the 5500. And on that form, it will give you who the plan administrator and the investment provider is for that plan. Again, if you're able to locate that form and you don't know how to go through it, you can always send that to our office and we can help you walk through those details. And sometimes we have old companies that cannot be found, and what happened was they merged with another company to form a new company, or they merged into a larger company and they simply disappeared. So sometimes you have to identify there might have been a corporate merger of your old company and then find out who is the company they merged into, or what is the name of the new company, and that's how you can find the information on the Department of Labor website or in a variety of other areas. So hopefully this gave you a little bit of information to start digging and get your hands around your money in old 401k accounts. And it's important for you to identify those accounts and make sure that you're either consolidating those accounts or you're able to manage them properly in your overall financial planning. So again, if you have any questions, we are here to help. Please feel free to call Jonathan Jengle, Chris Roger, myself, or any member of the Bayntree team, and we can help you one way or another get you closer to finding that old 401k account or to be able to identify it and then help you move it to the appropriate environment. So again, Brian Hartstein, Director of Corporate Development, thank you for your time today. We look forward to working with you.